Hello. All right. Podcast number 2. This podcast, I'll be talking about the weekend. I'm going to touch back on the weekend. I left off on a bad note, and I didn't want to leave off like that. I talked a little bit about Starboy. I didn't really get into it too much. So I thought this podcast I would talk about his whole entire career, how I think of him as an artist, discography, his songs, etc. You know, and the reason why I want to do this is because The Weeknd means so much to me. He's one of my favorites out in modern day music, any genre, any genre. It's just he has something special to him. There's a reason why his popularity growth was so rapid, man. This dude took over, and it seems like it was overnight. Although it was over a good amount of years. But let's go into it. 2011, August 2011 to be exact. And that's when you know. That's when you know you're dealing with someone special. When you can really remember. And I'm not making this shit up. I remember. Because I had to go to my great grandma's birthday party. Okay? That's how real it gets. I had to go to a party, and the day before that I was listening to House of Balloons. And the only reason why I found out about The Weeknd was because on YouTube a lot of people were talking about him. I'm not sure what other websites I was on at the time, but I would always read the comments on YouTube, and I was probably listening to some Drake or something. And I saw The Weeknd's name pop up a lot of times, and I figured I'll check him out. He has a cool name, The Weeknd. It's not exactly spelled correctly, but it looks cool. I'll check him out. So I checked out, I believe Wicked Games was the first song I heard. Blew me away. I believe the second song was What You Need. I was just only going based off his most popular songs at the time. And you know what I still love about his approach to the music world and how I was introduced to him was the pictures that they picked for the YouTube videos. And I thought that was awesome. And it's like all his songs that he uploaded, they had a different picture that was like, it just fit. Everything just fit perfectly with this project. So after What You Need, I was like, all right, I'm downloading this project. So I downloaded House of Balloons, and I listened to it over and over again. And I actually remember before going to my great grandma's birthday party, I threw it on, and I was laying down in my bed, and I fell asleep, and I actually had a dream that like was going along with the music playing. And I remember the dream. I had a couple of dreams, but like the one that I remember a little bit is there was something with like a spiral staircase, and I think it was to The Knowing. I think The Knowing was playing. I just had the project going on repeat, and I'm pretty sure The Knowing came on. And I that's just some shit right there. When music comes into your dream, that shit is real. That shit is some next level shit. So anyway, this project is one of my favorite projects of all time. Any genre, okay? Any fucking genre. Whenever I throw this on, of course I don't get the same, special feeling I did once when I first heard it. But I put it on it just feels like I need to listen to it. It just feels like the mood is just like I need to listen to House of Balloons. And that pretty much goes with all of my favorite projects from him. Excuse me, projects from him. High for This. One of my favorite Weeknd songs. The perfect introduction to The Weeknd. I hope that everyone who listened to The Weeknd listened to this project first, and I know that's not true at all, especially at the height that he's at now. But God, this High for this set the project perfectly. The tone, there couldn't have been a better way to be introduced to the Weeknd, especially for what he had to bring on his next projects after this. What You Need, incredible. Excuse me, my voice is kind of fucked up. House of Balloons, great. Glass Table Girls is insane. The music on this project is just like, the thing about this project is that the music and his singing and the concepts of this whole entire project, they just blend in so perfectly. Now the Morning, I didn't like that song until I think like 2013. I liked it, but 2013 I started really, it finally clicked. Cuz I remember I was driving around and I just got a new car, right? And it was a summertime ish. It was when the weather was getting nice, and I put this on a mix. I think I probably just burned this to a CD, and I was driving around with the windows down. This came on. God damn, perfect. If you haven't done that yet, listen to The Morning in your car with the windows down during the summertime or spring or any the first nice day of the year, and tell me your perception of that song doesn't change. Wicked Games, one of my favorite Weekend songs of all time. The Party, After Party, and Coming Down, they're cool. I'll listen to them from time to time, but most of it, they're cool. Loft Music, beautiful. That outro, I didn't realize until recently how beautiful that outro is. Of him just singing for like 3 minutes. Holy shit! I was always so infatuated with like his whole that long ass verse in the beginning. That's just pretty much one verse. So good, but then the outro is just like, oh, and then the Knowing, I mean, powerful. Now I don't really go to that song anymore, just because I got it. It is an amazing way to end the project, but um, I don't really listen to it as much anymore. Powerful song though, but a little too slow. Now let's go on to Thursday. Thursday is a great project. There's no doubt about it. I mean, The Zone, probably one of my favorite Weekend songs, and I incredibly love Drake's part on that. Thursday, great song. Life of the Party, awesome fucking song. Lonely Star, awesome fucking song. The Birds Part 1, one of my favorite Weekend songs. And I keep saying that, but it's like for real. But then, like, The Birds Part 2, it's cool. Gone, cool. Rolling Stone's really good. Heaven in Las Vegas is cool. I wish I liked this album more because there is like a theme to the whole album. But it just doesn't do it for me. Now, I'm not saying the album's not good. I'm not saying that at all. It's a great album. I really enjoy it. But the only problem is it's like coming off of House of Balloons. It's a tough one. That's tough. House of Balloons set the bar a little too high. Like I said in the last time, House of Balloons was kind of like the Weeknd's Illmatic in a way. Just in my viewpoint, like he hasn't topped House of Balloons. I'll spoil this for you right now. He hasn't topped it, but I'm not saying that his projects aren't good. Okay, Thursday is good. There's a time and a place for it. Most of the time is when I'm just shuffling through the weekend. Echoes of Silence. I hate when people say this. I hate when people say like, "Oh, he's back." Like when someone puts out a song. For example, everyone fucking says this for like when Kid Cudi puts out a song. We've been hearing that for the past like 3 albums. Whenever he put out a song, "Oh, he's back. He's back." But holy shit! I see that Clams Casino produced on Echoes of Silence. I never knew that. What's The Fall? Holy shit! Echoes of Silence. is probably my second favorite Weekend project. Dirty Diana, that shit set the project off so well. And a lot of people don't talk about Dirty Diana. Maybe because it's like the whole Michael Jackson cover thing, but I thought he did it wonderfully. And he like interpreted the song in such a way that was like his. It just felt like his. Montreal, great song. Outside, great song. The first like actually this whole entire thing is really good. Every single song on here is good. And I love how it all sounds, it has that dark feeling to it. It has that dark and depressing, even arguably more depressing than House of Balloons, because Echoes of Silence doesn't really have a song that's like The Morning. But like Initiation, that song is dark, man. That song is dark. The Fall, excellent. Next, it's pretty good. Same old song, pretty good. Initiation is the one that stands out to me, and Outside. I love his singing on Outside. I'm gonna have to check out this Il Angelo. It looks like he produced a lot for the Weekend. And it's a shame that I don't know these producers that well because I absolutely love the music that he picked for these three projects. Although Thursday the music was a little iffier compared to House of Balloons and Echoes of Silence, but Echoes of Silence and House of Balloons are probably my top two because the dark sound is just it. I can't get over it. Trilogy, I don't, like I said in the last one, I don't understand Trilogy. It's just the three of his projects put together with some bonus tracks, and I don't think I've heard any of these bonus tracks. I think I've heard 28, but I don't remember it. I didn't hear the other two. I didn't hear Valerie or Till Dawn. I haven't heard those. Kissland, I can't say too much about it. I only heard it a couple times, like the day before, and actually I listened to it this morning again. For some reason, I just never went to this project. I don't know why. I think I read bad reviews about it, and then I didn't want to get disappointed. Um, but I can say I really liked Professional. That one is good. I can't say anything about the rest. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back to it again, but I just don't feel like it. Honestly, I don't feel like going back to it. Beauty Behind the Madness. It's a good project, man. It's a good project. Real Life set that album off good. It kind it He has a way of having his intro song set the tone for the album. And with Real Life, he did that. It's kind of like a new, like going into this thing, it was like, all right, you have to expect something new. And that's exactly what happened. Losers, it was a good song. Tell Your Friends is the song that really characterized this album for me because it was like the new him. And he was doing that braggadocious thing and also telling you about his life and where he's at now. And I mean, the beat is awesome. And it was really one of the first tracks that I heard from the Weekend that put me in this new place. That really told me, okay, he's in a new place now. He's at this level, this status. He's in a new place in his life. He's going through this fame, and his career is taken off, and he's a superstar now. So this is what his new shit is, and often is one of my favorite Weekend songs. Definitely top 10. I throw that song on and I feel like the shit. Okay, that song is special. The Hills, when I first heard The Hills, I was like, oh man, this new Weekend album is going to be sick. It's going to be like that old sounding Weekend. Not that I knew any different. But it wasn't. But still, The Hills is really really good song. Acquainted, it's cool. Can't Feel My Face, It's whatever. Shameless. I really like Shameless. It has that like that sad kind of feel, but it's also like a cocky song. I love that song. I love it. Earned It was really good. I actually really liked Earned It. Um, excuse me. In the Night, I don't really care for. As You Are, I don't even remember that. Dark Times was alright. Prisoner was alright. Angel was alright. Overall, I really do like Beauty Behind the Madness. I really like it. It was good. Now Starboy. You see, I listened to this thing when it first came out, and I was like, I don't know what's happening. And I let it sit for a couple days. And then I just watched the Dead End Hip Hop review of it last night. And FIFO and Mike, they had nothing but praise for it. Had nothing but praise for the album. So I decided to go back to it earlier today and last night. And I skipped Starboy, Party Monster, and False Alarm because I already have my opinions about those songs. Starboy, it's cool. It's not something that I want to put on all the time, but it's cool. Party Monster, I like. Party Monster's good. False Alarm, no. I cannot listen to that song. I get it. Actually, maybe I don't get it. But I all I know is I don't want to go back to that song. Reminder was actually pretty good. I started off with Reminder and I was like, okay, okay, I don't remember this. I don't remember this sounding so good, but it's a good song. Rockin', I I get it, but I probably won't ever really want to go back to it unless I'm in like a really super good mood. But I don't know, man. And Secrets just sounded so corny to me. True Colors sounds corny to me. The Lana Del Rey interlude, it's cool. I like Lana Del Rey, and she has a really good voice in that. Sidewalks was good. 6 Feet Under is good. But then the rest of it is just like besides all I know. The rest of this though, I don't know, man. I don't know. All I know though is really fucking good. I love that song. But I gotta say it's like I like it better when it's Future's part, when it turns into Future. So I don't know. That's why it hurts so much. Okay? That's why it hurts so much. Because although I get it. I get that he's doing the new thing. He's in the new place. But I just can't get with it like that. And I still respect The Weeknd. I still think he's incredibly talented. I don't think there's anyone. I mean, he's obviously doing something right. If so many people are still rocking with him, even after he put out Starboy, and people are still praising Starboy. But for me, I just can't. I can't get with the new sound. I think it was too. It's too drastic of a change, even though it's been like 5 years. It's too drastic. Um, so I don't really have anything else to say on Starboy. I don't. I have no desire to really go back to it. I'd rather stick with what I have from the Weekend already and have that be my impression for him and have that Weekend be a part of me instead of the Starboy Weekend. And that doesn't mean that when he comes out with a new album or some new songs, I'm not going to listen to him. I'm definitely going to listen to him. But I just hope that they somehow have the same feel or maybe something different from Starboy, but something brand new. Um, and that's his career. I I definitely am positive House of Balloons is gonna be one of my favorite projects of all time. That's an insanely special project to me. It's like whenever I think about that, I can't think about House of Balloons without thinking about the time of my life that I was in when I first heard that project. Same with Thursday and Echoes of Silence. And the cool thing is that they all came around, all came out around at the same time. And that was just a really awesome time of my life, you know? And it's like, I don't know, it's like it's weird when you think about it, cuz it's like during that time, like if the weekend came out at any other time, like a different year, like if he had just came out now, I don't think it would have been as special. It's like the timing that I came across the weekend was just perfect. And yeah, I really appreciate all the music that he's put out, and I'm always going to respect him as an artist, no matter where he goes from here, no matter what he does, if he even makes more poppy disco kind of songs or 80s sounding pop kind of songs. There's nothing that he can do from this point on in his music career that will make me be like, I'm not rocking with the Weeknd anymore. Just because his first three projects were so incredible and had such an impact on my life. So that's how I think about the Weeknd. Hopefully, um, I don't know. Hopefully, he just keeps doing whatever he feel like doing, because who the fuck am I? So I hope you enjoyed listening to my thoughts on the Weeknd. Maybe you agree, maybe you disagree. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of what you want me to talk about. Let me know whatever. I hope you enjoyed, and I'm gonna keep talking about artists, different artists. I'll just keep popping them up like this. Like I'll just be like, I'll dedicate a whole podcast talking to someone, or talking about someone or their whole career or whatever, and then other podcasts I'll talk about recent events like the last one, and yeah, we'll just keep going from here. All right. So thank you for listening. Peace.